I was very active at school. I was a member of the senior sports team in volleyball, football and basketball, and I had a huge appreciation for sports, but I was also an active member of both the senior school choir and the chamber choir, which went on tour. Being someone who was already heavily involved in sports and extracurricular activities, the CAS programme wasn't really an additional aspect of my education. It was something that was already inherent in what I'd been doing. I think that's actually very important. If a school does not bring in the idea of CAS early on, then it's very difficult to encourage students to not see CAS as something extra and something boring that they have to get done, and especially reflections as well. If reflecting on what you're doing and encouraging involvement in extracurricular activities is something which happens in the school from year 7 onwards, if it's possible, then that's something that needs to happen, I think. There were a few students who protested the idea that they had to do something creative with their time, as they were heavily involved in sports, or people who weren't involved in anything at all and suddenly had to do stuff with the local community and get involved with service projects. If that is something which is already part of the structure of the school and in its DNA, then it's a lot easier and it makes CAS a lot more worthwhile. Instead of seeing it as a chore that students have to get out of the way in order to pass their diploma, it's something which is innate and part of the way they've been brought up, which is what CAS, I think, is for. One of the highlights of my CAS programme in particular was the person who was running it. He was utterly brilliant and gave us guidance and help and encouraged us to do anything we wanted and to think creatively about how we could use CAS to our benefit and the benefit of everyone around us. CAS reflection was actually really interesting for me as well. I was able to kind of channel my interests in media, television, editing, filming, and reflect on my CAS activities through that. So I made a series of videos about all the CAS trips I'd done for sports or for choir or for music, and used those as reflection, and then they actually counted as well towards my creativity. So that was another interesting way of actually utilising my own interests in what I was doing. So CAS can be very flexible with how students approach it. You just have to be quite creative with the way you think about what you're doing. I think CAS helped me broaden my horizons mainly through my major project. I was doing work experience at a school in southeast London, and being able to engage with young children and learn about the difficulties and positive aspects of being a teacher at the same time was really wonderful. I was with year 1 students, and it kind of helped me realise actually I do want to be a teacher and that's what I should be doing with my life, and it's really down to CAS that I actually did that. Obviously, to begin with, it's something that you have to do, but then while you're doing it, it becomes something that you actually enjoy, and the forced element of CAS kind of disappears, especially if again CAS is part of the DNA of the school. So you reach a point where CAS no longer becomes something that you have to do to pass your diploma, but becomes something actually that you enjoy doing and will help you for the rest of your life and take with you. That's one of the great things about it, I think. I also did a project with Diabetes UK. It was kind of an ongoing project over the 2 years where at various school events my friend and I would bake cakes and have a bake sale, which ironically was used to raise money for Diabetes UK, and we'd also sell t-shirts. So that was another way of channeling what we were interested in, because my best friend at the time, her younger brother had just been diagnosed with diabetes. So it was something that we both felt we should bring to the forefront of our school and kind of show people that this is an issue that actually affects people that you're in a community with. So that was a really good experience, not just for us but for our peer group as well.